Good morning everybody, my name is Gemma and you join me here at the binturong enclosure here at the park. So here we have our two binturongs, we have Anchor and Pen, and these guys are a breeding pair. So with Anchor you can tell her apart due to the fact that she has a lot more silver coloration on her face compared to Pen, and Pen is generally a bit larger than Anchor. Although this is generally meant to be the other way around, females are generally much larger than males, but in our case here at our zoo, Anchor is smaller and Pen is the largest one. So both of these guys then are 12 years of age, or approximately 12 years of age, and they can live up to 20 years of age in captivity and in the wild, but they can go above this as well, especially in captivity. So with these guys then, they're quite unique in their general appearance, and they're actually one of the only old world mammals that has a prehensile tail. And this basically means they can use their tail as like an extra limb for balancing and climbing, especially when they climb down the trees. Also with their tail, they have like a leathery patch on the real tip of their tail, and this again just acts as a bit more support and a bit more grip for them. So with these guys then, they come from Southeast Asia and they spend most of their time in the tree canopies, and obviously they're not as agile as monkeys and primates, so they need to be able to climb down the trees to be able to climb back up and to move around for food sources and things like this. And their tail basically helps them to climb down, and like I say, it's a prehensile tail and it kind of acts as like an extra limb for them. But with their ankles, they can also turn their ankles around 180 degrees as well, and this basically just helps them to have some bit more support with their claws when they're also climbing down from their trees. So with these guys then, in the wild, they will mainly have a diet that's full of fruits, and they will also eat insects and small mammals as well. Here at the zoo, we give them a mixture of different things. They get a varied diet, so they have meat and vegetables and insects as well throughout the day. Their favourite vegetables is sweet potato, sweet corn and pepper, and today they're currently eating some kebabs that we've made for them with lots of nice and healthy vegetables on for them. So they get several feeds throughout the day just to try and kind of enhance feeding behaviour and try to replicate natural feeding behaviour as much as possible. So with these guys then, the females are one of the only mammals that can experience delayed implantation, and by that I mean basically they can choose whether or not they decide to get pregnant over a period of time. If the conditions are right, the environment is right, and their surroundings are right and they have abundance of food available to them, then they choose to become pregnant. So if they do become pregnant, they will have a gestation period of around 84 to 92 days, where they will then give birth, and they can have up to 6 offspring in any one litter. And when they are born, they are completely dependent on mum and dad, due to the fact that these guys are actually born with their eyes shut initially. So in the wild then, these guys are actually classed as vulnerable at the moment, and this is mainly due to habitat destruction over in Asia, but also these guys are also taken for the illegal pet trade, but they're also taken for their fur and for their meat as well. So we're doing all that we can to protect the species and to conserve the species and to make sure they don't become extinct within our lifetimes. So I've come to the end of my short talk today, and I'd just like to thank you all for listening. My name is Gemma and you join me here at the binturongs at Drusillas.